Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're now listening to the Mind of an Terry's Moon. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And this video right here is for anybody who participated in the spirit test. Now, if you participated in the spirit test, now I want you could do this with your friends, family, you could do this with everybody. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, don't let anybody know the ending result, which I'm finna let you know right now on this video. Because in the last video I said, you know, there's really no right or wrong to either answer that you give. But the thing is how lost you can get into the answer that you gave. And getting lost into any answer that you gave will be the problem. But just to know where a person's spirit is at, I mean, we can do this. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, based upon this picture that I wanted y'all to draw, if this was you right here, right? And these are, and you could go to my if you don't know about the spirit test, go to my previous video so you can get the details on how to play this. But for the most part, this is for the people who participated. Now, like I said, now if you knew this was you, and each one of these extensions of you was like probably a dream or something that you always wanted to do, or aspiration, or, you know what I'm saying, Disneyland, and or, you know what I'm saying, the best business you ever created, and this, that, and third. If all these was an extension of you, and this is you right here, right? Now, how do you, now, say you're in the center of space, right? How do you look at these extensions of you? If this is you right here, do you look down on these? Or are you looking up at these? Or are they on the same playing field as you? You know what I'm saying? Are they on the same field of reality? And you know what I'm saying? You could do this with your friends and do this with your family and things of that nature. And like I said, in my last video, I wanted you to leave your answer. So, you know, answer A was, I think answer A was if you look at these things from above your view, above my view. Answer B was if you see them from, I mean, answer A was if you see them below your view, so I mean looking down on them, you know. Answer B is if you was looking above your view, you know. And C was if you see them on the same playing field. If you see them on the same playing field. So, you know, I would even advise you to do this too. Like if you do this with others that's unaware of this. Don't even use the terms looking down. You see what I'm saying? Or looking up. Use the terms because you can't blind the spirit and have a spirit inside a person come up with ideas like, hold on, this person trying to just this person is around somebody else that's trying to discover I'm in this person, possessing them. Hold on, because they use certain words and they get enticed. You see what I'm saying? So you have to kind of be as vague as possible. So I would even advise you to use the terms. Are they looking below? Look at these things as answer A. Is you looking at them from below your view? Answer B. Are you looking at these from above your view? Are these above your view? Or answer C. Is they on the same playing field as your view? You know what I'm saying? Now let's get into some depth of the answers. So okay, if you was a person who picked A, which was if they are below your view and you look down upon these things of that nature, then okay, that would make you authoritative type person, a person who likes to take charge, a person who likes to use, person who may likes to use the shapes and forms, and you feel like deserving or something, things of that nature, or you may feel like you're owed something, or you see what I'm saying, you may feel like others are obligated to you in some way, shape, or form. So, you know, try to not get lost in that. But every now and, like I said, there's no right or wrong to any answer. You know what I'm saying? So you might got a little bit of the Satan spirit in you, a little bit or things of that nature. But for the most, like a little bit of rulership spirit in you if you picked A. But for the most part, sometimes we have to utilize our authority to actually manifest in this realm. So, like I said, there's no good or bad at anything. Now, you could put that in so many different realms of realities also. You know what I'm saying? If you look down on your dreams and things, sometimes you just think you automatically could get something and things of that nature, and it can go far. Now let's say B. Say if you pick B, you look at these like above. You look like you're looking up at these things. Now in this case, this is a person that got dreams and aspirations, but a lot of times, you know, may not be sure of themselves or things of that nature, or may feel incapable, but a lot of times they strive for something ahead of them. So a lot of times this part makes the person a little bit more powerful than the A person who picked the A. But like I said, it could be and vice versa, however the energies work. But for the person who picked B, this is a person who actually are willing to put in the work to access one of these dreams. But a lot of times these dreams, you don't necessarily have to put in a lot of work. It may just be based upon what you're indoctrinated in. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you pick C and said that they're on the same sphere as you, they're on the same plane as you, then this is a person whose spirit is in a balanced place. You see what I'm saying? Your spirit is in a balanced place because you look at your dreams as attainable. You don't see them far away. Yet, you know the work and the obstacle it take to get there, and you know to go straight through something, and you're not taking a lot of shortcuts. So you're balanced. You don't want too much of this, you don't want too much of that. You'll take a little bit of this, you won't take a little bit of that. So, you know, that's if you seeing all these on the same playing field as you. You know what I'm saying? So your dreams and aspirations to you is not far away. It's just in walking length. And it's not too far of a distance. It's not. See, like I said, for an example, if you would have said B and said this was out, and you're looking up at these things, a lot of times, depending on your natal chart, especially if you got a lot of Pisces or Sagittarius energy in you, then these you may create these, but the ones you create may be way up here. and down here you may not never be able to go down one of these astral tunnels and experience that circle because it's in place so high it's out of your reach. So your spirit becomes frustrated when you can't attain something that high. So, you know, like I said, be careful not to get too lost in B. Now, this could play out in the same perception as if you would have picked A, because it could be way down there. You see what I'm saying? It's like the thing that you created could be way down there. So you so uppity up that you may have so much pride that you won't even take the, like if you was to go down one of these portals, you won't even take the obstacles or take the things that you're supposed to do or the terms and conditions that you're supposed to come to an agreement with to ever reach that circle. So it'll be the circle that you create is, like I said, it's vice versa. For the person who picked B is so high. For the person who picked A, it'll be so low. The person who picked A, it'd be like, okay, they see these things as below them. But the thing may be so beneath you. Keyword, so beneath you, you might be so much on your high horse, you never get to experience that. You never get to turn the other cheek. You never get to let someone else take charge at times. You never get to think that this actually matters. So this extension has become way down there. Now, a person who balanced, right, this is all into reach. But a lot of times, a person who's balanced, sometimes one of these can get lost. Sometimes one of these can become something that you look up to. Then sometimes the other one can be something that you see that you look down on, right? Then one of these can be motherfucking on the same plane as you. And if they all doing that at different moments, then your ass could be in a chaotic spot, even in your ass in your own center balanced space. So you may be looking at them as balanced, but you may get lost in one at times, get lost in this one at times. And then you got a bunch of chaotic energies. You're getting pulled in a bunch of different energies, and your spirit ain't really balanced. And then your spirit only end up being in one location and never end up utilizing these to channel to go somewhere else, so you can start center place somewhere else and create this whole system somewhere else in a higher life or a lower life. But your ass would be stuck here if you get too lost in the balance. So that's why I was saying that there's no right or wrong with whatever answer you give. But there's actually a backing to it, and you can get lost in either one. But for the most part, it just tells you where your spirit at the time. So you can use an illusion piece of paper and something in this realm as an illusion to and create this reflection to kind of pinpoint where your spirit at. You see what I'm saying? So like I said, when y'all say y'all looking at the sun, y'all just looking at the most closest center spot of something, and then when y'all looking directly in the center of the sun, right? Y'all seeing that dot, but really that dot is really the spirit that's really unseen. You're just gonna see darkness, and what is given off is the light spectrums, which is the realm we in. So for an example, if this became Mars, this became motherfucking Jupiter, this became motherfucking Venus, Mercury, Earth, if this became all this in our motherfucking realm of reality, right? Or if this came from an extension of one of these to come in its space to create the whole other system again, what we perceive as a solar system, once we get in that level of life, it just will be perceived as one star to us. In the higher level of life. But even in the lower level of life, sometimes we perceive this as one star, because we will look at this as the sun, right? But the center of the sun, we will look at this as the center of the sun. The needs that play out, this will be the sun. This, as in our realm of reality, this will be fucking Mars, this will be Venus, but they all coming from one imagination. You get what I'm saying? So that one light is creating this whole realm. So if we was to call this realm Earth, everything in this realm is from that. Then once we go, you starting to understand it? So you see what I'm saying? So, but you are a mini version of this. So you can go to my last video and see how I broke it all down in general, so you can actually know the game in depth of the spirit test. Flight boss, bitch, goddamn air.